Hi, Annette. Welcome to today's edition of Stop and Think, the Puzzle Channel. Our puzzle today is a Sunday New York Times puzzle posted on June 29, 2025. The constructor is Mike Hobin. The editor is Will Shorts, and I'm John Appleseed, and I'm your host here on the channel. The title of today's puzzle is All Inclusive. All inclusive. We'll find out what that means, and we'll figure out what these circles mean here in the grid that I see as I start. One across, Muslim leader, could be imam. One down, so what's blank? You. What's up with, no, I don't know, two down. Initialism, directed at the overly inquisitive, mind your own business. MYOB are the initials there, that initialism. 18 across, let's look at that. Consideration in the dating scene. Your type, maybe? 22 across, in italics, indicating our theme for today, all inclusive. Apt clue for the circled letters. Don't know. 26 across, the Washington Monument, for example, that is an obelisk. The shape of that monument. So what's into you? 3 down, things you hope your dinner guests bring. Appetites. Yeah. Let's try type for what you might consider when dating. 4 down, alternatives to Cabernets, a kind of wine, maybe Merlots. What's it to you? What's it to you? 2 words there. Okay, there we go. 23 down, what's that? Afflicts. Ails. 29 across, apt clue for the circled letters. Okay, so maybe we need to figure out the circled letters first, then we can reverse engineer the answer. 5 across is Daffy Duck for 1. Don't know. 5 down, Copenhagen language to locals. Copenhagen in Denmark. I think the Danish name for Danish is dansk. Let's try that. 6 down, woman who is told, don't lose that number in a Steely Dan title. Ricky, don't lose that number. You're the only one you want. I thought Ricky was a man. I guess I never listened to the lyrics that closely. 7 down, the D-backs on sports tickers. That's the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they would be ARI on scoreboards or sports tickers. 8 down, I'll take crossword clues for 2,000, please. I want to say Alex. Is Ken Jennings? I know they've gone through several new hosts since Alex Trebek's unfortunate passing. I think it might be Ken Jennings. I guess Daffy Duck is a drake, a kind of duck. 9 down, bit of work could be an erg, a term for physics for a measure of effort. Error is a TV or radio station. Okay. Top. Oh, maybe Ricky is spelled with that. Then we get top ranking. King is the answer, and top ranking something would be the clue for king. Okay. 10 across, grueling process. Don't know. 20 across, capitulate. Could be seed. 10 down, 8 more than a dozen. A dozen is 12, so 20 can be a score. 4 scoring 7 years ago. Yep. 11 down, non-professionals are amateurs or what? Don't know. 12 down, fertilized ones become embryos. So I think that's ova, the ova cell. And is that the plural of ovum? I think that's right. 13 down, come together. Wed, maybe? Or slog, I like for grueling process. Could this be gel? To give up could be to cave. 420 across. 24 down, like a $2 bill. They exist, but they are rare. Top ranking royal for what a king is. King in the circled letters there. Non-professional could be layman. Twistable piece on Mr. Potato Head for 27 across could be arm, yes. Ova gel for come together. And I think those all fit. Okay, so what is 29 across? I don't know that. Okay, can't figure that out for what we've got yet. 14 across, unlocked. Open, maybe. 21 across, sacrificial site, could be the altar. 25 across, famed actress who portrayed Queen Christina in 1933's Queen Christina. 1933, don't know. 28 across, eclectic cuisine style. Fusion, I think, is just mixing together different cuisines. 21 down, blank fresca, refreshing Latin American beverage. I think that's agua fresca, fresh water. 14 down, cry following a countdown, blast off. 15 down, open light-filled area, could be an atrium. And 16 down, works. Don't know. Bald, unlocked, without locks of hair. Bald. The question mark doing a lot of work there. Works. Labors. Greta Garbo was an actress who might have been working in 1933. Bagpipe sound is drone. Yes, I like that. Is it Ricky? I want to put Ent in here. And token tree creature. Yeah. So Ricky, okay, you spelled that. Yeah, like Ricky Lake. That is a female name, typically. Okay, let's try token tree creature. And Ent is the talking tree from the books. I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. I talk to the stars, but they never hear me. So Ent goes in with token tree creature. 33 down, the Pixar film that takes place in the land of the dead is Coco. 34 down, happen again, is Recur. And 38 across, Caroller's tune is Noel. 37 across, relative of a zither, a stringed instrument, kind of like a harp or a lyre, I think fits there. 35 across, makes amends. I'm not sure. 40 across, takes down to the studs. Don't know that. 45 across, goon. No. 35 down, old style, OMG. An old way to express amazement. Maybe egad. To amend something could be to edit it. So maybe you make edits, make amends. Let's try egad for our old style OMG. Takes down to the studs. Fool could be dupe. Guts, like you're gutting a building, you're ripping it all out except for the studs in the wall. I guess that's what that is. Goon is an ape. Yeah, that fits. And tart or tort could be kinds of dessert. Okay. 46 down, blank ball. Ski ball does not fit. 41 across, mighty Mudville batter. There is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the bat. 41 down, wispy streaks in the sky could be cirrus clouds. Maybe Siri is the plural there. 42 down, pile of chips could be the antes in a poker game. 30 down, besides, else. 31 down, Russian rebuff is niet. And 32 down, you don't know what you're missing. Let's put in try it. We'll try it. All right, 46 across. More circle letters here. Can't quite figure it out yet. 43 across, staff symbol for violists. I think the C clef is something from music notation. 28 down, became the duty of. It fell to so-and-so to carry out that duty. 44 down, many, many moons. It could be an eon or an era. Let's try eon. If we put often in the circle letters and then make the answer 9 times out of 10, could be often, 90% of the time. Yes, okay, that works. 47 down, did as expected on the links. In golf, you made par. You met the expected score for the course. 48 down, class with many graphs. In brief. Econ, maybe. RPM gauge for short. 55 across, that's a tachometer, the tach. Let's try economics, where you might see many graphs. 49 down, beat it. Let's put in shoe for that. And 60 across, choice on let's make a deal. You choose the door, number 1, door number 2, etc. Okay, 58 across, corporate worker concerned with employee development would be an HR rep. 63 across, we'll come back to that one. 63 down, fuzz. The cops, maybe. 64 down, not worth. Don't know. 65 down, entertainer, who doesn't sound very selfish. Share is a homophone of share, to not be selfish. Branch of Islam is Shia for 54 down. 71 across, employee welfare organization is OSHA. 74 across, he rhymed 19 different words with Lenore in his most famous work. That's probably Edgar Allan Poe and The Raven, which was an ode to Lenore, I guess. Fuzz, let's try cops. Not worth a sou. Okay, we're using the archaic French coin, the sou there, which I haven't seen in a while outside of Alexandre Dumas novels. 63 across, apt clue for the circle letters. CACI. Blank ball. Nerf ball. 59 down, there are 8 in a gallon. Maybe 8 pints. Oh, does this begin with pacifist? And then fuzz could be the popo. Okay. Instead of cops. Pacifist and fist. Yeah, I can see there are lots of ways to make puns with pacifist and fist. I don't know what one will be. 66 down, blank ball. I thought skee ball for 46 down. Maybe 66 down will be skee ball. Ball is capitalized and it's hyphenated. Skee ball, the Chuck E. Cheese game. 67 down, runaway bride actress Wilson. I guess Rita Wilson was in that. That was Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, I think. Pacifists renouncing or something. 61 down, seasoning blend. Could be a dry rub. 68 down, breastfeed to nurse. R-S-E. Having trouble hitting the keys right today. 73 across, stick out. Don't know. 69 down, obscure. Don't know. 70 down, Jennifer, who wrote A Visit from the Goon Squad. Jennifer Egan shows up a lot in the puzzles. 80 across, axe handlers, perhaps. Nope. And 62 down, contacted on social media, for short. Could be DM'd, direct messaged. Something bulges out, it sticks out, okay. I want this to be renouncement, maybe. So obscure could be, what, cloudy or? Let's try Jennifer Egan, I think that's the spelling. Axe handlers. 91 across is exposed. Yeah, I'm not sure about that little section. 57 across, stadium chant. That could be Olay. 50 down, sped, tour. 51 down, stylish vigor. Let's try Elan for that. Then Olay for the stadium cheer, chant. California blank. An amphibian whose slippery skin produces a toxin lethal to humans. Newt is an amphibian that might fit there. Duelists and doodlers both draw for 62 across. Let's try renouncement. If you're a pacifist but you renounce your belief, you might use your fists to fight. Okay. Axe handlers. Don't know. Don't know that, and exposed for that. Okay, let's move over back to this section. 75 across, C75 down. 75 down is with 75 across, a hearty baked entree. Pot pie might fit. just guessed that. 85 down, if you get my drift. And 90 across, hardware, software expert. In brief, maybe a techie. 76 down, bring to the country. Don't know. 77 down, hair raising. No. 93 across, geez Louise. Don't know that. 95 across, some fine art. Hair raising. The Big Easy, in brief, is New Orleans, isn't it? NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. Is it tents? Some fine art. Oil paintings, maybe oils? 78 across, GPS calculations. That could be estimated times of arrival, ETAs. 79 down, item turned upside down at a bar's closing time, a stool. Put the stool's on the table to tell people it's time to go. 87 down, cousin of a nebula award. That's for science fiction, I think. Hugo is another one. Our something Earth. 88 down, school founded as King's College of Our Lady of Blank beside Windsor. Is that Eton? Just all the Y's and E's make it look like old school British. Eton is just a British school I can think of. Exposed, outed. I was exposed, I was outed. Remaining. Huh. I got Hugo wrong. This is Eton. To go isn't remaining, is it? I'll have it to go? No. 105 across, blank park, suburb of Chicago. No? What about over here? Looked at this. This is axe handlers, right? 81 down, they barely scratched the surface. 89 across, AFL-blank, maybe AFL-CIO, the labor union. 92 across, variety of plant whose name is pronounced differently in the UK than the US. A plant variety, don't know. 98 across, Kentucky Derby Prize. Run for the Roses, isn't that what they call that? 82 down, name on Irish stamps. So Era is the Irish name for Ireland. 83 down, blubbers, sobs. Oh, maybe this is herb, which in the UK is pronounced herb. I think that's it. Okay, roadies. Axe, I think, means guitar here. So the stage crew, the roadies, might handle the instruments. Jennifer Egan with an A, okay. I'm clouding the issue. I'm obscuring it. Ours is near the sun. Our Earth is near the sun. No. Our... What are these letters? I don't know. Remaining. No-go? BOGO? I don't know what that is. Hugo and Eton look right. Stool. What else would you turn upside down? I don't know. 93 across, that's Geez Louise. 93 down, phrase meant to be repeated. Don't know. 99 down, thresholds. Limits or something like that. 104 across, ajar, say. Like a door could be cracked or I don't know, 109 across, product in the paint department. A brush. 115 across, write by hand, not using cursive. To print is using block letters, non-cursive letters. 119 across, stuff thrown over one's shoulder in an act of superstition. I think that's salt. Thresholds are cusps. I'm on the cusp of solving this puzzle today, I think. Phrase meant to be repeated as a mantra. You repeat that to yourself as a mantra. 94 down, attack, assail, might fit. Man for Geez Louise. Ajar, unseal. Stain is a kind of coloring that you might find in a paint department. 100 down, Patty or Selma to Bart and Lisa. Those are the aunts on the Simpsons, Marge's sisters. A jar. Is this, I wonder if 75 down is pot and 75 across is pie. And then we have import for bring to the country. Okay. And then 90 across is an IT pro for our technology expert. Our home near the earth is what, or our home near the sun is what earth is. If you get my drift, hint, hint. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, know what I mean. A door is ajar if it is unshut. Okay? Assail, mantra. All right, those look okay. Hair-raising is eerie. Cast, don't know. 96 down, incompetent person, so to speak. Nope. And 101 down, tattoo removing option. Is that laser, maybe? I'm not sure. 105 across, that's the suburb of Chicago. 110 down, group of Black Friday shoppers, say. Could be a mob. An angry mob. 111 down, half and half. I wonder if that's one. If you take half and add the other half, you get one whole. Paint brand with an animal in its logo. Bear is a brand of paint. It sounds like bear, so I imagine they probably have a bear in their logo. Previously, once upon a time, a girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. So what is the incompetent person? Oh, I'm going to try laser for the tattoo removing option. 97 down, rugrat is a child. Well, the park. This is our last themed answer. 112 down, we come in peace speakers. In brief, could be extraterrestrials. Klaatu Barada Nikto, I think is they said in that one movie. 113 down, pi follower. Okay, I don't know the Greek alphabet in order, but it might be rho. Generally are pretty close to the English equivalent, so P and R could be next to each other. 114 down, help, SOS, maybe, or aid. What's 117 across? The blank is, the thing is. Okay, so let's try aid for help, yes. Ditto, so do I, might fit. 102 down, you couldn't be more wrong. Don't know. 103 down, video game brother, Mario and Luigi from Mario Brothers. Campus military group, 498 down, that's ROTC. 92 down, pipes smoked at some lounges, hookahs. Cast really long look is to stare. Yeah, I'm going to cast a really long look. I'm going to stare at whatever I'm looking at. A slouch? He's no slouch as he's good, so I guess if he is a slouch, he's not very good. Rugrat, maybe tyke. Okay, so that gives us 2 go for remaining. Oh, is that like time? There's 3 minutes to go in the half, 3 minutes remaining. Okay, didn't quite think of that meaning. Oak Park sounds plausible. Mouse eradicator is a cat. Okay, that's our last themed answer. You couldn't be more wrong. God, no. Hey Ya, hip hop duo, Outcast is a band I've heard of. Ice Skate for 181 down. They barely scratch the surface. Ice Skates do that. 118 across at this point here. 107 down. Ilk could be sort. One-time high-speed flyers are supersonic transports, SSTs. The square root of nueve in Spanish is tres, the Spanish word for 3, and that's 3 in the corner, losing its religion, and that finishes the puzzle. All right, 25 minutes for a Sunday puzzle. Okay, there were bits where I was a little bit worried, but once we kind of got down here and I figured out the theme, I started to feel better. I did not get remaining as to go. I thought it was left over, like left aside by itself. But yeah, so glad I figured that out with Tyke. I needed that Tyke to tell me what that was. Bear is a brand of paint I've heard of, and I think I've seen it in a crossword before. Took me a second to figure out how slouch works there. Skee ball, yeah, and Rita Wilson. Well, some other really clever clues that I can't quite think of. Dupe took me a while. Fool, yep. Okay, and then not worth a sou. All right, that was a fun Sunday puzzle. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.